just so you know, I was not in the last two races, so that's why I haven't uploaded any SRL races on my channel. But if you go to the Illuminous channel, you'll be able to find all the races that I wasn't in, all the highlights of them. And also I forgot to record for the first part of the lap. So just a rundown, I had a bad qualifying. I started 4th, and now I'm battling my constructors teammate Luco Boys for P3, and Whitey or Alfruz is closing in. So let's cut to Hungary. So we try and go through these couple of corners. I'm definitely gaining on Luco Boys, but Whitey or Alfruz is breathing down my neck as well. He goes a bit deep there, Luco Boys. Yeah, and he's really struggling on. He's very slow, so we almost went into the back of him, and that allows Whitey or Alfruz to get alongside us. He actually hits us there, and then he clashes into the side of us again, and that spins him around. Luco Boys was congratulating me for that, even though it was him. He hit me and I got spun round. So as we go down into turn 1, I'm definitely gaining on him. He goes off the track there, and he's saying that he's gonna let me pass because I'm his teammate and I'm quicker than him. There he goes, just letting me through. So now I'm free to chase down Liam for a 2nd place and see if I can go on to take the win. And Luco Boy says he's gonna try and hold up Whitey or Alfruz. So we try and go through these few corners. My tyres, even though it's only lap 2, are starting to get a bit. They're starting to struggle a bit as we go through this chicane. And you can't see it now, but later on in the race I do start checking my MFD because my tyres are really struggling, even though it's only the first few laps. And apparently they got really hot somehow, even though I didn't spin at all or anything. So yeah, as we go through the last corner, trying to chase down Liam. We're not really running into too many issues with the tyres yet, until now when I go completely off the track as Liam just steals the fast lap from Mercedes F1 KOR. And DRS is enabled, but that won't be much help to me because I am within 1 second of Liam. And now I'm really starting to see the struggles of the tyre wear. I went off the track there, and now I go a bit too much on the curve and I get beached on it and go fully off the track onto the grass, and that'll allow Luco Boys and Whitey or Alfruz to close up to me, and that pretty much ruined my chances of catching up to Liam there. I go off the track again. I'm really struggling with these tyres. I go off again, just narrowly avoiding the wall. Try to coast it through this chicane, not going too quickly. Keep it off the grass on the exit. Just trying to bring it back. I went off the track a bit there. Really starting to struggle on these tyres, even though it is only lap 3, just narrowly avoiding the wall there. So we come down into the last couple of turns. Again I go off the track. I'm struggling with some understeer, and Mercedes F1 KOR just steals a fast lap again, almost into the pit exit with the dodgy tyres. And there were yellow flags, so it looks like Whitey or Alfruz and Luco Boys had an incident that I just about narrowly missed a wall. I think I might have clipped it actually. And now I start to check. See, my front tyres, if you saw there, were very hot, and Liam seems to have spun. Yellow flags. I definitely gained a lot of time on him. Oh, and Luco Boys has a penalty. Must have been for track limits, I think. Oh, loads of understeer there. I'm really struggling. See, my front tyres were getting very hot. I have to brake really early, and I still go off the track. I'm really struggling now. Oh, I hit the wall. Managed to keep it from spinning. I'm really struggling on these. Oh, go over the chicane. Completely cut it. It's really not going very well for me. Although I am in a podium position, and Liam seems to have an issue or something because he's quite slow. But he has gained some time on me since his spin, and again just having to brake very early. I don't know why my tires are so hot. I don't know if my brakes are warming them or if I'm overusing them. And Liam has spun, and we're through up into second place. But I don't know how long that will last, especially considering the dodginess of the tires. We're up to P2, and Liam has fallen down to P5. Plum last. He went from second to last. And again, just go very wide off the track. My pit window is lap 12, I think. So I'm going to have to wait for a few more laps before I can change my tires. I'll be going on to the soft tires later on in this race. To try and give me some extra speed to hunt down Mercedes F1 KOR. And Luco boys and YTRL Fruits are battling a lot. I think that there was a bit of an incident there. Two actually. Liam spun into turn 1 and Owen, YTRL Fruits and Luke made contact. So yeah, as we try and close the gap to Mercedes F1 KOR, but he seems to be opening it, so looks like it's just going to be a fairly uneventful race. Yeah, until the pit window, and then it might start to get a bit dramatic. My tires are crying out for help. See how hot they are, the front ones, they're yellow. I don't know why they are so hot. Don't know if it's a glitch or if I'm overworking them. And YTRL Fruits gets a penalty, and Luco boys got another 3-second penalty, so now he's got a 6-second penalty. And Mercedes F1 KOR, he spun. Yellow flags ahead. Hopefully that'll mean we can close the gap to him and make a pass. But it looks like he's recovered, and yeah, it's green flags, all clear. I don't think that be able to make a move on him in the next few laps, but we'll definitely be able to close the gap, I think. Oh, we got onto the curb there a bit though, that won't help. So we try and coast it through the chicane. Bit bumpy there. Trying not to do what I did a few laps ago, jumping over the curbs and all. As we try and open the gap to Luco boys. I definitely think that we are losing him as we go down to the last few corners here. Mercedes F1 KOR, he's definitely recovered and he's opening the gap once again. So, and I think Liam has had another incident there. If you can see on the mini map towards the top of it, there are yellow flags, and he was stationary there for a while. At this rate, Mercedes F1 KOR is gonna pass him. So we go down to turn 1, lap 7. Almost time for the pit window. Another 5 or 6 laps or something like that. Oh, Liam has gotten past Luco boys. Oh, Luke is DNF'd as we get onto the grass there. I wonder how that's happened, because damage is off in this race. I mean, he can't have DNF'd from crashing into a wall, as we get a warning for exceeding track limits. I think he just left because he was getting too much grief from Owen about shoving him off the track and stuff. Yeah, so that's one DNF. And Balyabukel wasn't able to take place in this race because there was some sort of error with his F1 game. Not sure. So he won't be getting any points. So as it stands, I'll be ahead of him in the standings, because he was ahead of me after I missed the last 2 races at France and Austria. So I am like last or second last in the standings, but if I finish P2 here, then I'll definitely be up a few places in the standings as we start lap 8. Almost time for the pit window. Down to turn 1. My tires, I think, seem to have gone better. I mean, normally I'd run wide there on the exit of turn 1, so hopefully that means that my tires are all better. But I still do have a lot of understeer. Like I said before, damage isn't on, so it can't be from front wing damage. For instance, like that time that I clipped the barrier, can't be from that. So I don't know if I'm just if it's because I'm getting onto the grass too much. I'm not sure. I'm trying to coast it through the chicane. As Whitey, Alfrews and Liam, they're both in the pits, so that will definitely help us open the gap. But I do go very wide at that corner there. We're actually not far off lapping them. I'm near enough, like the last few turns, and they're only sort of on the main straight now. I don't think I'll get to lap them though, because my tires are crying out. Yeah, no, they're out of the pits now. But I'll be pitting in the next 3 laps as we start lap 9. Now, this will be my chance to definitely build the gap on Whitey or Alfrews after his pit stop. Oh, go a bit wide on the exit of turn 1 there. So we come down to here. Oh, loads of understeer, having to brake harder than I normally would through that section of the track. So we go up to here, trying to close the gap to Mercedes F1 KOR, but I think he's going to start to pull away a lot more now. So we're all on the medium tires, I think, except Whitey or Alfrews, who is on the hard tires. That's a bit of a Ferrari strategy right there. Yeah, Mercedes F1 KOR, he's definitely building the gap up, almost 30 seconds now. So we come down the last few corners here. It's been a very uneventful race for the past couple of laps now. There was a bit of drama with Liam's spin and Luco boys DNFing and all that, but other than that, it's been a pretty quiet race for ourselves. So we start lap 10, only 2 laps until the pit window, where I'll be going onto the softs, as Mark has helpfully pointed out. Yeah, just gonna try and coast it through these next 2 laps before we get onto the soft tires. Then I can start to push hard to try and chase down Mercedes F1 KOR. My tires have definitely cooled down, but there's loads of tire wear on them. They're like something like 34% on the front tires. Again, we've got tremendous understeer. Just trying to bring it through the chicane. Get a bit onto the curb there. Whitey or Alfrews has definitely closed the gap by 3 seconds. When he exited the pits, the gap was 50 seconds. Now it's only 47 seconds, although he does have his 3-second penalty. So that would mean that he is technically still 50 seconds ahead, as we have some bad understeer. Yeah, as we come around the last turn, start lap 11, just one more lap before the pit window, although I think I actually decide to pit a lap earlier and tell Mark that I'm going to be coming in this lap, lap 11, as I weave down the straight there, as we try and open the gap to Whitey or Alfrews. It's 46 seconds now. He's definitely gaining time on us, just not too much. I'm asking for a full race update there. I thought that was where I was going to say, right, I need to come in this lap, but no. He's just telling me the gaps of all the drivers ahead and behind me, and he said that the pit window will open next lap, but if I'm right, yeah, there it is, box this lap. So I'll be coming in this lap for the soft tyres. I don't know if Mercedes F1 KOR has stopped yet. No, I think he's going onto the soft tyres and he's still on the mediums. So I'm going to be pitting, I think, a lap earlier the Mercedes F1 KOR. Yeah, I definitely think he'll be either pitting next lap or the lap after. As we go into the pits now. I almost forgot because I was thinking, oh yeah, pit window's next lap. So as you can see, I almost just kept going on with the lap. Let's see how this pit stop will be.
Behind me, you're not gonna pass me.
Optimal turn in. Brilliant pit stop, 2.2 seconds.
2.2 seconds stop.
And I definitely think we'll come out ahead of RTFproplayer Frues. And we'll see what we can do when Mercedes F1 KOR pits on the next lap. Sorry, on this lap, lap 12. That would be his pit window because it was originally my pit window. He's made the gap 51 seconds now. And now we're gonna really start to push on these soft tires. They're nice and cold, so I won't have the issue I did in the first couple of laps that I did with the very hot tires. That was giving me a very bad understeer, and I've still got a little bit of understeer, but not too much. So I try to come through the last few corners. Yeah, lap 12 out of 18. Mercedes F1 KOR, he is pitting. We're definitely going to try and close the gap. Oh no, he's exited the pits. That must have been a pretty good pit stop for him then. He's already out and past the first couple of turns. So hopefully we can try and close the gap, although he does have the faster, fresher tyres. Although we both are on the soft tyres. As we try and bring it home in these last few laps. Just 5 laps to go. I definitely think this is looking good. Looks like a podium.
And I do understand that.
And that'll elevate us to 4th, I think, in the standings, maybe 3rd. And I think their constructor team, Mercedes, Petronas, F1, whatever they're called, some stupid name. Our constructor team though, best name ever, the Brexit Ballers. I think that'll put the Brexit Ballers behind though. So yeah, as we try to bring it through the chicane. Nice good line through the chicane. Mercedes F1 KOR, he's pitting again? I wonder why that is. I think he's still going to come out ahead of us though. He might be doing it just to mess around with me, because I'm pretty far behind, so he can afford to stop and come out ahead of me. I think that's what he's doing, unless he like had some bad tyre wear, like if he spun or something and his tyres were too hot and they got very worn. I don't think that's what it is though. He comes out with a 27 second gap to us, but it's going down a lot, so that the game takes a while to update. So I think the final gap is 10 seconds. Yeah, he comes out with a 10-second gap to us. I'm gonna try and close that 10-second gap quickly to try and make a move on him before the end of the race. Just 4 laps to go. Lap 14 of 18. As we come through this section of the track, very good line through there. Go a bit off the track though, and I definitely think my understeer problem has been sorted. I get a nice line through there, going through the chicane. I do well not get on the curb too much there, but he's opened the gap. It's now 11 seconds. I don't think we'll be able to catch him before the end of the race, so the main aim is just to keep RTFproplayer Frues behind me and to secure this P2. That'll be vital because like I said before, I wasn't in the last few races, so I definitely would have fallen behind in the standings. So you come through the last corner to start lap 15. Oh, we go a bit deep there. I don't think that was anything to do with my tyres or anything. I think that was just because I didn't turn my steering wheel enough, as we sort of weave down the straight, trying to get some temperature into the tyres. Get a pretty bad line through turn 1, go off the track there. I think I took too much curb there. I think that was the issue. As we come through here. Oh, almost get onto the grass. We get a pretty decent line through there, not the best in the world. As we come up to here. I've been mighty through that section of the track all weekend, but I do go a bit wide there. I think that's definitely where I gained the most time on him, and definitely where I had the most time in my qualifying lap. If you try and bring it around the chicane, I got a good line through there. I didn't get on any of the curb. We bring it through the final few turns. I go off the track a bit there, and Mercedes F1 KO is definitely building the gap. 15 seconds as we go a bit off the track. I don't know why I'm checking behind me like that, but yeah, we're definitely opening the gap to YTRL Cruise. It's now 28 seconds. It was 27 seconds, I think, on the previous lap. So we come through the last turn. Oh, that was all go very off the track there, but I don't think that slowed us down too much as we start lap 16. Just 2 laps to go, 2 more laps. So we go down into turn 1, get a good line through there. Didn't really go deep. Good line through this turn as well. So we cut back in, and for some reason I'm going on to pause, going into assists, and I'm changing to manual and suggested gear. I think at this point I was clicking the gears and all, but I mustn't have at one point, but it still went up a gear, and I realised, so why is it going up? And then I must have realised, hey, I don't have the gears on. So it's because I was letting someone else play on it and they weren't the best, so I had to turn all the assists off. See, as Mercedes F1 KO, he goes for a fastest lap attempt and gets another fastest lap. He said that he's a racing driver and he doesn't want to just win. He wants to absolutely hammer us by getting the fastest lap as well. And I think he's gonna do another attempt for it. And I'm going into the pause menu again. And I'm just going into assist. I don't know why I didn't do this the first time, and I'm changing it to automatic. Okay, I completely forgot I did this, because this commentary, what I'm saying right now, this is after the race. This isn't live commentary, so I don't know why I'm just sitting there in the options menu, letting my AI take control. Okay, I'm going out of it, it seems, which is good, so I can take back over from my AI. So you go through the chicane on the penultimate lap, lap 17 out of 18. So we come through these corners. Oh dear, I got onto the curb there and I went a bit wide. That's definitely going to cost us some time, although it's not like YTRL Fruits is anywhere near me. 47 seconds with a 3-second penalty, and Liam is a whole minute behind. So we come through the last few corners, about to start the very last lap of this race, and it looks like that Mercedes F1 KO is going to get another win if things stay the same, but you never know. He may spin on the last lap here. I'm weaving down the straight. It's not because I'm getting tire temperature or anything. I was just sort of messing around there. So we come through turn 1, going down to here, get a pretty bad line, go slightly deep, cut back onto the racing line, go through that corner and up the hill, and I'm going into settings again. Of course I am. So anti-lock brakes off, traction control medium, and manual suggested gear. I wonder how this is going to go for me. Oh yeah, that's a big lockup.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
I was doing alright, I'm not locking up too much, and that's a win for Mercedes F1 KO. Well deserved. He totally dominated that race, and he got the fastest lap as well, so that'll be a bonus point for him. So well done, Mercedes F1 KOR. That was great. A lock up. Oh dear, almost lose control. Dropped it mid corner. I got on the power too early. I forget to upshift there. I don't know why.
Just an incident in the race.
Try to coast it through the last few corners. Oh, shifting and downshifting through the last corner, and then somehow I just glitch and spin, and now I'm doing donuts at the finish line because I got an amazing podium. YTRL Fruze is nowhere near me, so I can afford to do this. Brilliant win, doing donuts at the line, and we crossed the line for an amazing podium, P2. To be fair, that was mainly just luck because of Luco boys retiring and Liam spinning and all, and Boyabukel not being in the race, but still, I'm still happy with it, as YTRL Fruze comes home to take a brilliant third place, I guess.
Yes, what a
Second
fantastic
place.
podium.
It's a great podium.
What
I'm
a
very
brilliant
happy
podium.
with
Well
that.
deserved
That'll
as well.
definitely elevate me
Can't
in
take
the
this away from you,
standings,
Carter.
as Mercedes F1 KOR gets the driver of the day.
No, it
And
wouldn't.
I'll give you 3 guesses who his
Well, you
favourite
weren't
team
racing,
is.
So L.
It's not a hard question at all. It's a brilliant podium.
Some missed races.
Very
I
happy
know
with
how it
that.
feels.
So, thank you all so much for watching. If you could subscribe and like the video, that'd help a lot. Trying to get to 40 subscribers. Skip the podium celebrations. That's awful. I get a good bit of XP from that race, and I level up to tier 3. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.